Y'all know this shit. Sing with me. I was always this hard, nigga, my heart still. Couple thousand till I hit a milli, play the block still. Shit illy when the pot spill. See me moving through the city, shit gritty, but we out chill. Don't smile cause ain't a damn thing funny. And fuck what you heard, everybody change for money. Never been a dummy, nor did what the dummies do. I win either way, nigga, copy cool. I understand the weak, moving fad, I'm Puerto Rican.
Maybe Apt.1D
Give me a sheet,
Podcast. And we back for another episode. We got a street ball legend in the house tonight. We're gonna be talking about the game in the street and where he came from. Let's start it from the beginning, where it all started from before the basketball. Let's introduce yourself before we get into it.
You already know it's your boy Adrian Walton, AKA A-Butta, AKA Whole Lotta Game, AKA Hollywood A, AKA I'm in the building, Harlem. You already know.
Right. So before we get into the street ball, where it all started. What made you get into the game of basketball?
Oh man!
And at what age you started?
I was young. I wasn't really into basketball. You know, growing up in Harlem on the west side, 138th, 7th Avenue. I grew up right around the corner from Abyssinia Baptist Church. So at that time, it was more like baseball and flag football in my neighborhood.
You was playing that?
So I was playing that on 145th and Lenox. I kind of like grew up with that, but a guy by the name of, rest in peace, Alexis Smith, they called him the Lemonade Man. He was working and coaching him and Turtle at St. Mark's on 138th Street between Lenox and
Turtle,
Fifth.
your man, boy?
Yeah,
Turtle still here. Shout out to Turtle.
Shout out to Turtle. You know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy.
Those guys brought me down to St. Mark's, and I kind of like started from there. I played. Lexus kept me in the gym right down the street. I lived on 7th. The gym is between
what age
Lenox
was
and
this?
5th. I was like, say 12, 13. I started playing basketball late. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real late bloomer. I started playing like 12, 13 years old, like 7th, 8th grade. You know what I mean? I went to IS 275.
Okay.
So at that time, Nate Tiny Archibald was the gym coach.
Right.
So he was another person that was kind of like, I didn't realize until I got a little older who he was, and kind of like learned about him. But he was kind of like motivational with trying to get me, Tiny Archibald. He was trying to get me invited. He was trying to get me into playing basketball in junior high school. I went to PS 175, IS 275 on 135th between Lenox and 7th. So at that time, like I'm saying, in junior high school, just seeing how someone trying to motivate you to come in the gym, knowing that, like I said, I was used to in your neighborhood going around the corner, and you know, after school you go to the after school program, and you kind of like gravitate what everybody else gravitating to. It was only flag football and baseball, but going out of school, those guys kind of like pulled me that way. Lex kind of like pulled me to St. Mark's to like put me on to AAU basketball. And everything kind of like switched from there. Once I started playing AAU basketball with Lex, and he started putting me in different tournaments, traveling, playing with St. Mark's, I kind of like got seen from there. And then my cousin Ernest, he kind of like put me on to going to play for Riverside.
Okay.
So I kind of like went from Riverside to Gauchos, playing with both of those teams. And long story short, moving back and forth from Gauchos to Riverside, by the time I'm getting ready to go to high school, Mr. Lloyd helped me get into Milford Academy, which is a prep school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I went to Milford Academy in Connecticut. You know what I mean? And
how it got when I'm going out there? That was your first. That was as soon as you got to high school.
Yeah, soon. The first high school I ever went to right after IS 275 was graphic art. Okay. So it's like.
Oh, you went to graphics. So yeah.
Graphics was my first high school. I went there for my freshman year.
Played with them?
My second year, I got ready to play with them, but I left after like the season started. And like I said, I transferred to Bronx Regional in the Bronx.
I remember that.
It was an alternative school.
Right.
So before I went to Bronx Regional, that's what I'm saying, I went to Milford Academy for a year.
Okay.
So I did my sophomore year in Milford Academy.
How'd that work out for you, Milford?
Milford Academy was different. Like I said, I believe that Milford Academy for me was the changing of when I became like
how you viewed that.
a man, like basketball, like playing basketball, being in the city and being around everybody is one thing, but getting a chance to like get away and like have a space where you could like work out on your own and always go to the gym when you want. I kind of like got a chance to like develop my own game in a different way. So it's like when I came back from Milford Academy and went to Bronx Regional, I was a totally different player. I was more stronger. I was a little bit more physical. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to play a different way when I went to Bronx Regional for my senior year. You know what I'm saying? Because Milford Academy, like I said, for a year, you get to go to the weight. Like I'm right across the street from my gym, my dorm.
Right.
So it's like everything is right here in the same area. It's a small town, so everything is right here in the same.
So like did it really put you like in that mindset to like take it like step it up another notch?
Yeah,
like I'm really do this like this is
when you're in New York, like I'm saying, playing for St. Mark's or hypothetically speaking, playing for Riverside or if you play for Gauchos.
Right.
At a young age, you can't get the gym when you want. You can't.
Right.
Mr. Leach ain't letting you in that gym. Rest in peace at 2-3 in the morning.
Right.
You know, my coach at the time when I was in Milford, he gave me the key to the gym.
To do that.
You get what I'm saying? He like, yo, you responsible. I want you to get better. If you're gonna take advantage of it, you get what I'm saying? I want to see what you're gonna do. So I used to always go in the gym, work out, lift weights, then go shoot. You know, nigga used to tell you gotta work out first and then shoot it off. So I used to always go do that. So 2-3 in the morning, I'm bored. I ain't got nothing to do. I took advantage of that. You know what I'm saying?
So what happened there? What it ain't work out for you there?
Nah, I did my 1 year there, and I mean prep school. How do I say it? Like you travel, but I really wasn't. It was a small town. I really wasn't. I'm being honest. At the time, I wasn't. It's not even really homesick. It's right on off the 9-5 exit 35A. So I wasn't really. It's just. Prep school is a lot of traveling and a lot of sitting, and depending on the town or where you stay at, it's quiet. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not a kid that could go stay in Kansas, being that I'm from Harlem.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's too quiet for me. The town is different. Even if I had to stay in school, the town is different. A lot of kids can't adjust to that. Me at the time, I'm just being honest, I couldn't adjust to that. So right after Milford, I left and went to Bronx Regional. And once I got to Bronx Regional, that changed. Like that kind of like helped me because I was around players like
I had a pretty good team there.
Seals,
I had a good team.
Winning.
And
They've won, so it's like you kind of like had to like not say keep the tradition up, but you wanted to be part of when you like when I went in the gym. I always saw banners up and stuff for the year, so it's like I always wanted one of them. And it's crazy, like playing for Bronx Regional. I was like the man. I damn near averaged almost a triple-double in high school in Bronx Regional. But the championship game, I couldn't play, nigga. My teammate, Pringle, I don't know if y'all ever heard of him, Jermaine Pringle, he from the Bronx. But he dislocated my shoulder like a week before the championship game in practice.
Damn.
And I didn't even get to play in my championship game, but I was killing all year. And I really believe, like, Dave Seals, all of them, I shout out to all of them. Like, I just felt like the guys on my team felt like, finally, this nigga ain't here. I get to do me. Like, imagine, like, playing with a nigga. This nigga's like, we know he the man. The coach love this nigga.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Who did y'all play with Bronx Regional? Y'all played the, like
we used to play
that's like the PSAL? Like, was that like
we
the...
used to play, like, Satellite. It's alternative school.
Right, I know it's
Play,
alternative
like,
school, but I
Park
know,
East,
I know, like, Bronx Regional was like at that time, like, somewhat like a powerhouse. Like, it attracted a bunch of players. You know, so, like, I figured, like, they probably just had, like, their own schedule, but... alternative, because I went to alternative high school myself. It was alternative league,
the
but
public schools and the Catholic schools at the time, I just feel like alternative schools was like a place where if you was having problems in school, whether it was
not going or
like
grade
not
wise,
going or
Right,
not paying,
right.
you get what I'm saying? Like it ain't had nothing to do with back then, because you know we grew up in special ed time, so it ain't had too much of that. It's just if you was a kid that wasn't really taking school seriously because you had too much space, meaning too many floors.
Right.
Alternative school is one floor.
My school was small, but I picked my school.
Like
that
that
wasn't
elementary, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I just picked
go ahead
my
and try to
school.
walk out the front, and security there. You got to walk past the principal's office, the administration office.
But you're right.
And all of
Thinking
that.
about it now, exactly. That's exactly
like
what
if
it was.
you look at, you know, how they had it, one floor. Versus, you know, in high school we got math, we got 3-4 floors. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, like you
always
right on with that. Like
public school,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Catholic school, I'm quite sure y'all wasn't cutting because you had security.
You couldn't
what
do
do you
that.
call those fathers and all of that? The priests. You got different.
Parents paying for that.
You know what
shit.
I mean? Alternative school that was like, hey, if you want to leave, but just know we right here. We can see you.
Yeah.
What up, though? What up, though? I love y'all too. I love y'all too. Y'all know this shit. Sing with me. Sing with me. I was always this hard, nigga. My heart still. Couple thousand till I hit a milli. Play the block still. Shit illy when the pot spill. See me moving through the city. Shit pretty.
Like
So what you did 1-2 years in Bronx
I
region?
finished Bronx region, graduated from there, and
Boom.
from there
And then
it was kind of like Rucker, like playing street ball.
right. But
Before I went to Fordham.
I'm about to
Before
say,
you
so
went
Fordham was after, like, you hit the street ball scene hard, and then Fordham came.
Fordham was before street ball.
Right, that's
Yeah,
what right.
Ball, excuse me, street ball was before Fordham.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
yeah, but before. All right, so right after high school.
Straight to
went
the
straight
streets,
to playing
like
street
playing,
ball.
killing,
So
playing
it
with
was
grown
like
men at that
when
time.
I was 17, 18,
Right.
17, about to be 18,
Yeah.
I felt like I was ready. Like I
Wanted to
said,
just
coming
go
back
out
from
there.
Milford, you know what I mean? My junior year, I was about 16, 17 years
Right.
old. I felt I was ready. So my senior year in high school, seeing what I was able to do against them,
Right.
it was like, you know,
Take it to the street.
you kind of like ready.
Now at this time in the streets, who was big?
At that time, Kenny Satterfield, Andre Barrett, Omar Cook, they were like Talik Brown.
Yeah.
They were like the guys that was like on the cover of, you know what I'm saying? They were the McDonald's All-Americans.
Pretty much the face
at that
of
time.
yeah.
No, I'm
right.
talking about in the streets.
Well, and I mean in the streets, if you would say it's street ball at the time, I would
Yeah.
say
That when you first started.
older guys. I would say at that time it would be Future. I
Ali
would
Mo,
say
probably.
Ali Mo. It would be
Rest in peace, Ali Mo.
Rest in peace, Escalade, Franchise. Rest in
Right.
peace to those guys.
But them guys also, the high school guys
Jamal-
also played. They got they mixed it up. Yeah.
You had a mix of them. It was
Right.
Jamal Tinsley. It was Stephon Marbury. It was like
you went up against all these.
yeah, it
dudes at
was
a young
all
age.
of those guys. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
And in New York City, those guys were either the McDonald's All-American, guys that went to
Top
Catholic
AAU
school,
players.
the guys that played overseas or in the NBA
Yeah,
or
yeah.
top D1 colleges. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So playing at Rucker, all of that was there at that time when I'm getting ready to go into college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, cause you mentioned it earlier, and I was gonna ask you about that. Before Fordham, you had an option to go to Miami.
Mm-hmm. University of Miami.
What? But I was gonna ask you that, but you brought it
I
up
verbally
earlier.
committed to them. It was like, that was kind of like I said, playing street ball and doing the things that I was doing, getting the exposure that I was able to get. Those were the kind of offers that I was able to get. You know what I'm saying? So,
Not to cut you off, so I wanted, because that's big. That's different. So,
Yeah.
what's that like, right? So you finish high school, you play street ball, you going up against these grown ups. You know, they obviously older than you, legends pretty much, right? And you holding yours.
you don't really get those looks like that at alternative schools.
This is what I'm saying.
Your street ball kind of like was what
That helped you.
boosts me. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
on
which is
another level.
yeah,
Prep
it's hard
school
today.
as-
Yeah, you
prep
can't really
school
do
as
that.
well, you know, playing against St. Thomas more,
Right.
those kind of schools like that. It wasn't like Milford wasn't playing against no big schools. We was playing against good schools. But what I'm saying is like playing street ball, the exposure of being on NBA TV, the exposure of being on
At that time.
ESPN2 at that time. I've never seen Sports Center go set up nowhere. I've never seen them set up in no park, no tournament ever.
right.
But I've seen them set up at Rucker Park.
Rucker
I've seen
Park.
Rest in Peace Stuart Scott inside of Rucker Park. You know what I'm saying? Doing an ESPN
Very
segment. You
legendary
get what I'm
park.
saying?
So what's that like? Like what's that like to really like really get it like get a D1 offer from just holding yours against these guys, you know, and like you said, coming from an alternative high school to where they don't really get those looks. You know, you're not getting these college coaches coming in the gym.
At that time, man, it was, like I said, playing in Rucker, that shit was huge for me because you ain't. I've always told people, I'm quite sure even those guys know, being from Harlem, I was a little jealous because my family, they wasn't poor, but I never was able to go to like Rice High School. Like I wanted to always go to Rice High School, like the camaraderie, the energy, like the guys that I saw there, like just the history, just you get what I'm saying.
You played at the church and all
so
that.
So it's like you going to a public school and you going to an alternative school. It's like. But I'm be honest, when I ever got the chance to play against them, this is the reason why I went so hard. Because it's like, those are the guys, you get what I'm saying? Kev Bell, you get what I'm saying? Those were the guys that I was hearing about at that time. You get like they had the names playing at those powerhouses. Omar Cook, you get what I'm saying? Like those guys had the names. So when you get a chance, you know what I'm saying, like to play against them in Rucker, it's like if you able to do your thing, you like I said, you get these recruitments to where it's like Omar goes to St. John's, but if you play against him at ISA and him and Talik Brown and Andre Barrett all play for BQE and you tear them up and you win the MVP and you win ISA, that's a Jordan brand tournament. Like Pete Edwards remember my name for doing shit like that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, this kid was by himself with Gauchos that was able to do that against them and win the tournament. And they all Americans. You get what I'm trying to say? So
they're
like,
big. They played a big part.
Me getting University of Miami and stuff came from that stuff, playing in those type of spaces, playing against them guys. That's why I always give them they love. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, if y'all are the competition, y'all the guys that they talking about, I have to be able to play on another level in order for me to at least get those looks that y'all be getting when it comes to those scholarships. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So then you got the Miami offer. What made you turn that down?
I verbally committed to them. I ain't gonna lie. I went down there. Shout out to University of Miami. I visit them, unofficial visit. Like I said, certain things, if everybody know me, I always put Butta, #Butta never forgets. They wanted me so bad. They had Luke host me. Like, they had Luke meet me. Uncle Luke. I went and hung out with Uncle Luke in Coral Gables for a day. You know what I'm saying? For the University of Miami.
Which is the mayor. Luke is damn near the mayor of Miami. Like,
shit was different, bro. Like, when I tell you shit was different, like,
it was like, what,
shit was different.
That's big.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Greg Gary, if I'm not mistaken. I was the assistant coach at the time that was recruiting me. Leonard Hamilton was the coach. At that time, they had Jerry Rice's nephew. Rice, I forgot his name, but Rice, his last name was Rice at the time.
I want to say Darius Rice.
Darius Rice, like I
Darius Rice.
Like,
I remember.
I'm from Harlem, so you know when you spin the ball and the ball come back to you. I was hitting them niggas out there with that, and they was going for the ball, throw it between. This nigga was like, "Yo, you gotta show me that. You gotta fuck all of that, throw the ball between your legs." I was like, you know, when you get the ball, you're a triple threat. I'll spin the ball when them niggas hurry up and run. Them niggas will go for the ball. The ball come back there and throw it like. I remember stuff like that. But I went down there. Shit was live. Like I said, they had Uncle Luke host me. But having a kid, like that's why I speak to people. You know what I'm saying about having a kid early. You know what I'm saying? Like having a kid at 17, it was like me losing my father early. I had a choice. You know what I mean? Like I know my dad, rest in peace, would have told me, go away, your child will be okay. But I grew up in a house with a moms and a pop, so it was hard for me. Like, I felt like 0 to 3 was like glory years that you should be around your child, like for your child to know you. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't want to leave my daughter at the time, and I just, being honest, at that time, I grew up in a blue chips era. I took the bag from Fordham. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I got to make sure I get paid.
Lituation is a herbal liqueur, all natural herbs soaked in 100% grain liquor. Yeah, you heard that, all natural herbs. Each bottle has its own ginseng root soaking, giving it that extra energy kick. Again, all natural herbs being used to help keep that blood flowing. Tired of that hard liquor and hangover, fellas, if you know, then you know. Get with your lady, get you a bottle of this right here, and make it a lituation. Make sure y'all go follow them at Lituation Drink on Instagram. Check it out. It's good, it's natural, and it definitely going to help keep that blood flowing. Lituation Drink, y'all. Check it out.
So it's like certain people was in certain places, and you could have easily picked these schools. Xavier was hard on me. You know what I'm saying? They really wanted me to come there, but it was like Fordham at the time, and in my eyes, they had a ex-NBA coach. Bob Hill had just came from the NBA. So in my mind, it's like
that kind of.
I'm looking at your dog. If I'm in Rucker killing NBA players and killing players, bro, like if this guy has any type of connections and anybody comes and see what I'm capable of doing, but he had a different plan than me. You know what I mean? I don't mind talking about that neither. You know
that's what I was saying. So when you get to
yeah,
Fordham,
did they give you the pill? Like did they let you?
It was successful.
Right,
Smush Parker, you can't say it wasn't.
No, I know.
He had a different plan than what Adrian thought.
right?
You know what I'm saying? At the time, I'm younger, so I didn't really see it.
So Smush was there with you.
Yeah, it's like he sat out the year before as a redshirt. So when I came as a freshman, it was his first year now getting ready to play as a sophomore. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, as him being a coach that just came from the NBA, if he has a plan to try to get a player into the NBA, you get what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter what your plan is as a kid coming in as a freshman.
Right, and
Yeah,
that's
right,
good
right.
for
Who
you.
you kill, nigga, we paid.
Yeah.
You better sit yourself down for the first year or two, like freshmen and sophomores supposed to do. Learn the game, you know, take your time. I might give you a little bit, but like I said, at that time, my head already big, bro. I done had 40 on Rookie of the Year in the NBA.
Right.
You should be glad I came to Fordham, bro.
Now let me
I don't care
ask you
what
this.
you gave me. That was my mindset at the time.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Saying that, for the younger people that's listening, right? Do you think that, like, you can like give your advice on it, obviously, but do you think that like that's that's the New York City problem? Because it's a lot, you know, like we got a lot of people that you know,
We come from poverty. Just
right?
make sure
For sure.
you know we
Of
come
course.
from poverty,
Of
so
course.
that plays a big part. Go ahead.
Right, but us, I guess I asked this considering that they call us the Mecca, which I agree, you know, New York City is the Mecca right out the game.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that's one of our problems? You know, not being able to like, and it's like you said, I'm young at this time. You know, these are kids that's young. We all make mistakes at that age. You know, but for the kids, the young kids that's listening, do you think like what's your advice that you can give to them when it comes to that? Because we can always go back and
I can
say,
only use myself as an example. I never tell a kid what they shouldn't do because everybody has their own circumstances. So I get it. Like some people's circumstances is different. That's why some people make drastic choices than others. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, in my situation, if it's one part of advice that I could change, I would say I want to never chase the money. And when I say don't chase the money, you lose your passion. Always keep your passion. The money gonna come. If that's the only advice that I could give to a kid where I feel like in my own life I messed up. I started chasing the bag. It was like,
the bag is going,
I don't know if it's like that in all professions, if you want to put that in life a certain way, but I'm just saying within yourself, like, I wouldn't go and play in the game if I ain't get paid. You know how many opportunities I might have missed out on? You know how many people might have missed out on seeing me that could have gave me a shot that I probably really needed or could have used? So it's like me not realizing that I wouldn't do something unless it was for the money. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, my passion for basketball didn't stay the same anymore. It was like it is today.
It came
it's
second
like,
to it, yeah.
I'm 40. You just asked me, like, yo, you be playing uptown? It's like, dog, I'm 40.
Like,
Like,
we come out every Sunday.
Basketball. It's like, I come out every Sunday to play ball. Like, I got 3 daughters, bro. Basketball used to pay the bills. Like, they not paying a 40-year-old street ball nothing today. I don't know what you do.
So why? So you do what? A year at Fordham?
Huh?
How long you do at Fordham?
I played 1 year, man. Like I said,
you got up out of there. Was it for you?
We could talk. I want to talk a little bit.
Yeah,
about
let's elaborate on that.
That's what's up. That's important.
Hell yeah.
For youth
I
that's
want to hear
listening,
about
man,
it.
because not to, I'm gonna let you go real quick. Listen, man, you're a legend. when it comes to New York City. You know, like
Facts.
I want the kids.
Respect.
I want the kids to know that. You know, like you put that work in, and you really laid it out. You know, and you had that. You went that lane, you know, but you here to talk about it now. You know what I'm saying? Whether it worked out or not, however it went, you here to tell your story, and that's important for the young kids that's listening to this right now.
Fact.
You know, so go ahead, I'll let you finish.
When I chose Fordham, like Bob Hill basically put me on and telling me that you gotta know, like in practice, you gotta wear white team versus black team, like it's reversible jerseys. So the white team, you know, you might be the starting five, black.
Right.
So Bob Hill always had it where it was me and Smush in the backcourt together.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying? It didn't matter which one was the one or two. So it's like, you gotta think like, I'm still cool with some of the guys that I went to college with. So like, say for instance, like Swing Cash, I know Swing Cash.
Yeah.
She's married
WNBA,
to,
yeah.
like when I was a freshman, Steve Canal was a senior in my school.
Okay.
That's his wife. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, we cool. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like certain players I'm still cool with. So certain stories that we talk about because we all witness certain things.
Right.
You telling me the day before, the day of the game against DePaul, our very first game, my very first college game, I've been wearing white, and you gonna tell me the day of the game that I'm not starting? Mentally as a freshman, how I looked at coming in at Fordham, I looked at him different. My mindset was totally
everything
different.
turned
You
you
know
on.
why? And now that I'm a little older, it's like, you know, he an NBA coach. You get what I'm saying? So he just came from the league. It's like, no disrespect, but the NBA coaches, they play those mental games with those grown men. It's college. So it's like, you make a mistake. It wasn't he had the second or third assistant coach talking to us and letting us know the mistake we just made out there to correct it.
He ain't have it like that.
He held that against you. Messing up out there. If you ain't learned from practice.
17, 18 years old.
So this is what I'm trying to explain at the time.
Right, it's hard.
I'm not saying that, his philosophy was, I'm not really trying to judge that because that's who he was.
Right,
you know what
right.
I'm saying? Like,
From
that's
your
still the
perspective, that
scholarship
shit
I
was
took, but I'm just saying that was his mindset. Like, you gotta listen to what I'm saying, learn and practice, and you gotta play in the game and do that.
That's
If
tough.
you're not doing that in the game, I'm holding you accountable, and we're not talking to you on the side neither during the game to let you know what you're doing wrong. You should have remembered that for practice. You get what I'm saying? But it was moments where it was favoritism. And that's where I felt like it was when I'm telling y'all that he had a plan. Like, I'll give you an example. I was just speaking to my man earlier about this. He gonna laugh. So, if we're in practice and I'm playing against Smush and I'm killing him, but he mad because I'm getting over the screen and I'm not letting him do anything. At that time, it wasn't that I just scored. Like, I'm a whole lot of game. I played D on niggas too. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like I wasn't trying to let you do what I knew I was doing to you. So I kind of was known for my little aggressive defense as well. So boom, I'm getting over him, stopping. He getting mad that his teammates not catching the ball. So long story short, we wear tights under our basketball shorts. Coach got mad at him, tell him go to the side because he turned the ball over, whatever. Yo, Smush kicks his shorts down. He pulls his shorts down and kicks them backwards and leaves the gym. Now, mind you, he does this. Like I said, I talk to my teammates all the time. They gonna love this story because they Butter never forgets. Like, this nigga still remember this.
Right.
Kicks his shorts off, leaves the gym. Now, he does this in front of all of the players, all of the team, all of the staff, all of the coach and all that.
Hold on, then. He was like a main player.
He's the starting
star player.
The starting two guard doing.
Coach look at him different.
Coach told him
Coach
sub.
bringing him right.
Somebody turning the ball over. He kicks his shorts off.
Right.
Pulls his shorts down, kicks them backwards, and
Walks
walks out
off.
the gym. We playing against St. Joseph's the next day. This is, I played against Jameer Nelson and Marvin O'Connor at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was really a killer from Philly. You know what I'm saying? He was
St.
nice.
Joseph's
I don't forget him.
Was Delonte West on
what
that
I'm
squad
saying?
at that time?
Nah. He was right before. Like, he
He
kind
came
of
a little after. Because him and Jameer Nelson went on a little run.
If I'm not mistaken, he had just either left or he came a year after I left. One of the two. I think he was there a year before Jameer. I mean, a year before. Jameer was there a year before him.
Okay.
What I'm saying. So, what I was saying.
Yo, I was about to play St. Joe's.
Yeah, we're about to play St. Joe's. It's 40 minutes in the game. You know what Smush punishment was?
Couldn't play.
Not starting, but still played 32 minutes.
So his punishment was you're not starting, but you're still gonna play your 32 minutes.
Start a minute.
So
Start a minute.
little things like that I used to pay attention to. Like, you know how I'm quite sure anybody that went to college, you know, you and your team before the season started, y'all go to study hall. You know what I'm saying? And after study hall, y'all get an opportunity to go to the gym and try to like bond and get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got extra time before the season started to like gel. Yo, bro, I'm telling you this. Everybody shows up to study hall. Smush is the only person that doesn't come to the gym after. Remember what I'm saying to you? Everybody, and like you gotta think, like a lot of people never really hear this story about me with him. You get what I'm saying? But it's like these are things that, like I said, I'll never forget. I'm older now, so it's like the other 11 players know what I'm saying is true. You get what I'm saying? So long story short, you know, the man is the only player that doesn't come with us to hoop. So, you know, Bob Hill, like I said, the type of man he is, the type of coach he is, he says to the team, hey, man, y'all all have to meet at 5 in the morning, and y'all have to run around Fordham's gym for 60 minutes. Because I basically said all of y'all are supposed to be going to the gym and working out together after study hall. Like, you know, that's what he told us that we were supposed to do.
Right.
I'm a freshman, bro. I made everybody. I told everybody.
Talking that
listen,
vet talk.
This is a. When I tell you, like, I knew what I was, like, fuck knowing that I was nice, nigga. Like, I always been a leader. Like,
right.
I'm a freshman and there's 3 seniors on there. You know what I'm saying? On my team. Yo, everybody wear your black suit that they gave us, the black Adidas windbreakers. Everybody wear all black. When we get there, don't nobody say nothing. Just follow my lead. Niggas like, I don't worry about anybody. Just don't worry about nothing. Just follow my lead. We get there 5 in the morning. Bob Hill coming there with his coffee. Okay, guys, the clock is at 60. Y'all ready? I stand up. Freshman.
Right.
Hey, we not gonna run. We all be showing up, and we all here to watch Smush run.
Cause he ain't show up. Yo, that's crazy.
Hey, who idea is this? This my idea. Like, I told everybody that we all here to support Smush, and we gonna watch him run. He started crying.
Smush?
My teammate, look, I told you, nobody never really hear me talk like this.
Right,
I'm
it's
letting y'all
exclusive
know.
right here. Nah, this is exclusive.
Right.
But good stuff to hear
It's
at the end
just
of the
real
day.
talk
Right,
as
it's
a
real
team.
talk.
You get
Right.
what I'm saying? He started crying. He felt that, you know, as a team, he saw groups, but, like, none of us, like, gravitated to, like, allow him to come in. Yo, bro, I ain't looking at none of that. Like, no disrespect to Brooklyn. I don't know if that's how they look at stuff. I'm from Harlem. Like, I'm not looking at who's trying to be cool with me or not, bro. You get what I'm trying to
your
say?
part.
But you was there a year before me. You still ain't get cool with nobody?
Right.
But that's on you. That's just the player that he was. That's the type of person that he was. You get
But
what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Not knocking him,
at this
but that's
time,
how he
Smush,
was.
for
Smush
sure.
was already on billboards at this
Nah.
time. Yeah, he
In West Fourth. This is the West Fourth
No.
Smush. This the
Yeah, but no,
Smush
but I'm
that
saying-
went to junior college and now getting ready to go. Y'all ain't know this Smush yet. This the
Right.
Smush
No,
that
I-
junior
I-
college.
I
This
played
is
with
what I'm
Smush.
thinking. So, but
You know what I'm saying?
what I'm also thinking is like, but Coach know. I guess Coach know that this is like his guy. Like
could
he got
see,
one.
like,
I guess he could see the potential.
When I tell you he could see
And he
the
treating him
potential in a way
as if,
from
you know what
what
I'm
he
saying?
just came from in the NBA and what he saw. This is a 6'4",
Right.
like you get what I'm
Right.
saying. A
Yeah,
kid
yeah,
that
yeah,
can
right.
shoot. He wingman. He can You get what I'm saying? There's a lot that he capable of possible.
And a lot of y'all, including had to take y'all had to kind of take a backseat to that.
Yo, though,
and you spoke on that.
We had a 6'7" guy, Michael Haynes, on my team, man. He was nice too. You get what I'm saying? We had Jeff McMillan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
we had a beast on.
They had players
we had guys that we could have made something happen, but like I said, you got to understand, having all of those characters with a coach that got his own mindset that we really don't know.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
But it's like, we can only see it because we fighting against each other, not doing what he want, when what he want is based around what he doing for Smush. We fighting that because of our characters. You get what I'm trying to say, Mike?
Did you remember me? As time goes by, lead the blind so they see. It's only right I stand up. In a world full of niggas asked out, I kept my pants up. Never falter. Weight move like water. You ain't here now, nigga. It was nice to know ya. Moving through the fast lane, caught up in the cash game. Throw your drinks up, B. Cheers. Now I'm crying concrete tears. Shit different being judged by those who ain't your peers.
All right.
The first time Fordham has never beat UMass. Look this up. The first time Fordham has ever beat UMass was when he started me. Like, you gotta understand, I quit Fordham, nigga. I left, nigga. You not gonna. This nigga, we getting ready to play against DePaul. What was this nigga name? I forgot this dude's name at the time. He from Chicago too at that time. What's his name? Buns. He from Chicago. And this nigga went to DePaul. He from Chicago. Back then when I was in college. Paul McPherson.
Paul McPherson. Sound familiar.
Try to remember his name. Look him up. Nigga from Chicago, my nigga. I think he might have went to
Paul
Phoenix.
McPherson sound very familiar.
I think he might have made it to Phoenix. I think. I'm just bringing his name up if you get a chance.
He went to DePaul.
He was at DePaul. Yo, bro, this dude was dumb nice. It's things like that I remember, like, you know, the New York versus Chicago rival, like.
Was y'all Atlantic 10? It was Fordham Atlantic 10 at that time.
You know, those those first games is like, you know, those is like games that they not in the conference. They games you setting up with people. So
for sure. And then Bob Hill, he has a reputation.
That's all that was about.
Yeah, that's how college go, right? College is.
I played against Travis Dina and Dwayne Wade, bro. I had 13 turnovers.
Travis Dina and
I'm not making this up. I'm being honest with y'all. You heard what I just said to you? I played
Hold
against
on.
Travis Dina and
one
Dwayne
game,
Wade.
13 turnovers?
I had 13 turnovers. That's how real college was, bro. You feel me?
Paul McPherson, right?
He was, when I tell you he was tough, bro.
Against Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, I had 13 turnovers against.
And that was a champ.
Wade,
They went deep that year.
Non-conference game.
They went deep that year. Marquette. Travis Dina, Dwayne Wade.
Nigga, they was pressing. These niggas was trapping. But the point I'm trying to make in Cincinnati is like, that's where I think that's where Marquette is at, in Cincinnati.
No, Marquette is in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Close to Chicago. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in Wisconsin, Milwaukee area.
Yeah, that's
it's over there.
But when I say, like, at that time, Bob Hill already had his mindset on what he wanted when it came to Smush.
And it was,
you know what I'm
so
saying?
You think that kind of fucked the chemistry up with Fordham? Because I believe it can.
I mean,
if he would have
it does.
Ain't no
it can. It does. But that's the flip side of the game. You know, and it goes to what he's saying. You know, like kind of like he tried to do the right thing, right? Like, and like you said, being a leader, you know, you just try to do the right thing, right? Like, you holding everybody accountable, right? Forget the talent part. He got that.
I watched them play against St. John's on MSG and heard, you know how they got those side announcers to tell you, like, at the end of the third, like, you don't see Adrian Walton out here because of such and such and such. So it's like, I heard the announcer saying, like, you know, it's early in the season, you should come back and work things out or whatever the case may be. So it's like, I went back, listened to this, no disrespect, listened to this white man, turn red, screaming all in my face in the office.
Right.
Took that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Went back out there, worked out against my team, you know what I'm saying? Did what I needed to do, got back on the team. Long story short, like I said, he finally gave me my opportunity the game after coming back.
Okay.
I started.
So this was your first year still?
First year.
Right. Started.
25 against UMass. First time Fordham has ever won. Shannon Crooks and them.
And
Monty Mack.
he overlooked
You know what I'm
that.
saying? I never forget the guards that like to guard me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had
What was
names,
this in
too.
UMass?
Shannon Crooks and Monty Mack.
Okay.
This was in Fordham.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in
but
Fordham.
it was a
But what I'm
home
saying
game
is
for you.
Fordham's never beat UMass.
Whether it was home
Right,
or
right. I
whatever.
get that. I just wanted to know if it where it was
You get
at.
what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying?
So
But
then
for sure. Hell yeah.
after that game, he ain't start you? He put you right back on the bench?
No, he kept starting.
Oh,
me,
okay,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying? But it was like
Still
I
same.
said, it's an up and down thing because you seen what, not saying you seen what he had or wanted, you know what I'm saying, with Smush, but it was like the team wasn't gelling and playing the way it could have played and could have been together.
Right, that's
because
why I
we
asked
kinda
that.
Like, not saying we all was on the same page and, you know, we could see that he wanted, you know what I'm saying, things to go for Smush, but it was like,
Got other
we
players
wasn't
here.
getting our right due knowing that we see what we doing in practice. Like, you can't ignore practice. Like, majority of the
That's
things
the
that
real
I'm
shit.
saying,
Practice
bro,
is
like,
where it really go down
Hell
at.
yeah.
you see what you have in practice. So it's like, if we see what we got in practice, but somehow you keep trying to make everything go through him,
Right.
it's like, what are we supposed to think? Now, watch this. I have my own way of thinking, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But that, what he did, which made Jeff McMillan leave, transfer to go to USC. Me, nigga, I into the draft, nigga. I don't give a fuck if I make it or not, nigga. In my mind, just let me go to the camp, nigga.
Right,
Just
right,
get
right,
into
right.
it. I just want to go to the camp. I get into that story too, real quick. You need to
Right,
hear
yeah, we
that
gonna get
one.
there.
No, we go hell
look
yeah.
at that.
That whole mentality was Smush. That whole what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Look what it did to him. In my mind, you gave him an attitude to go next to the greatest player in the world and act as if like, nigga, I'm just as nice now. You not your Phil.
Word.
Why everything
Rest in
keep
peace,
going
Cole.
through this nigga?
Word.
That was his attitude, bro.
Yeah,
Straight
yeah.
out of
Yo,
college. Watch
yo.
this.
Yeah.
Yo, but hear me out.
Yo.
Straight out of Fordham University. Hey, yo, Kobe ain't even go to college. This nigga, hey, yo, no disrespect. These niggas don't be talking about this stuff, but I be,
word. No,
in my
you
mind,
right.
Like I said, I have
You
my
absolutely
own
right though.
respect.
It's, and
Nah,
I believe that's
You
like
can
right
tell me
on.
that's
Like
a New York. You
No,
can't
that's-
tell me that's
nah,
not
that's-
no New York attitude. You're not gonna tell me that's just a Brooklyn thing, neither. We all
Yeah.
from the
Word.
city.
No, that's
We
just
all
real.
got
That's
Brooklyn
just
homies
real
and stuff.
shit.
You get what I'm just
That's
telling
real
you
shit.
certain things. I'm not speaking on his story, but I'm speaking on the story that I was a part of that got a chance to witness with my own eyes. You got me in college, and if you know, I'm not saying the nigga the op, but if you got me and him going against each other, you think on away games, what you think I want to stay in the room with him,
Right,
in the
right.
hotel room? This nigga got me and this nigga in the room together, and you know he the op, bro. Yo, Bob, you know, like, let me
Well,
pick
you
somebody
setting
you
me
know I
up.
fuck with on
Yeah.
the team. But you, no picking, you gonna put me with Smush.
Right.
So you gonna make me stay in the room every day and chill with a nigga that you know
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to war with every time go at. You gonna, yo, dog, watch this. So we warming up for games. I'm just asking. You play ball.
Right.
When you warm up to a game, what you listening to? I'll give you two of mine. I'm listening to Dipset. I might be listening some Beanie Siegel or something.
Right.
Something
What
to
y'all
take us
listening
there.
to?
Right.
Just give me one.
I mean, I would listen. Definitely Beanie Siegel.
Give me one.
Or Kiss. Hov.
Jada Kiss?
Yeah, I
Right.
was gonna say that
Hey,
too.
this
Yeah.
nigga listening to Beat It.
Shit.
I'm
Why he
being
warming
honest
up?
with y'all. Y'all might think I'm coming as much, but let me
Nah.
tell you something. The truth will...
Beat it.
Yo, Buds.
Nah.
Hey, yo,
Beat
Buds.
it.
Hey, yo, Buds, one time
Hey, yo.
I want to interrupt you, but look. I
yo.
always was taught the truth will either hurt or it will set you free.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, man.
I
Come on
always
now.
was
You know
taught the
that-
truth will either hurt or it will set you free. I said, yo, Smush, let me see what you listening to. This man was listening to Michael Jackson. Beat It. This
Warming
is
up.
what he warms up to. Watch this. I'm not even a man that's saying this as if like, we shared the room on the road games, bro. So this is multiple times. This is something that I have to observe as my roommate. He takes 2 hours in the bathroom.
real diva behavior. You know, like
yeah, that's what.
Yo,
what I'm saying
we're
is,
in college. The man is in college on campus with red eye and white eye contacts.
yeah, yo. I'm checking out. Yo, I remember like
Hey, yo, think about what I'm saying. I don't know. Y'all could Google this stuff.
I seen
I know
it.
y'all had to remember this. And
I remember that.
This
I
is
remember
stuff
him with
that
that
was
contact
around,
shit,
so
like
I
word,
don't forget
like,
none of this stuff.
and just the weird shit. And you know what's so crazy? Like that's the shit. Like that's the other shit thing. See? Oh, I got it. Yeah, I got it. But that's the like I said, like that's the other shit that people don't see. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know. It get even deeper, you know. Like you go, you know, you play pro and all that. You know, even if somebody go that route, it get a little crazy. Like this, the behavior that you know some of the shit, you know, some of these people have.
no, because he was catered to a lot
At that era, what I was about to say, at that
You know
era,
what I mean? And it was even before Fordham.
Why you West Fourth? I'm trying to tell you, he was the man. This is part of his story.
Yeah,
Like, when I tell you,
but no, what I'm trying to say before Fordham, right? Cause I played against Smush before, back in the days, young age, right? And then I was working at Citywide one year, and Smush used to come. I forgot who he played for. Matt, him and Ron Artest's brother played for a team.
Danny. Wolfpack.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Hey, yo, bro.
There you go.
This is Adrian.
Yo, I'm talking about, yo, he used to come to the park, and when I first time I seen him, I told Sid, I said, yo, he was nice, he was good, you know what I mean?
Is.
But he was catered to a lot, and that's why he had that diva attitude. He did Adidas promo at a young age too.
Okay.
That's why I said he kind of was like,
but that's how
you know, it was on the
some of them
billboard
had
as
that.
well
Some
at
people
a
had
young
that shit,
age. This is before Fordham. That's why I can only imagine how his attitude was.
But that's why I
You
threw
know
that
what I
up
mean?
about Bob Hill. Because look,
No,
after,
and then-
after that whole season is over, hey yo, I tell Bob Hill at the time, yo, I want to enter the draft. I had an option. My option was to take the offer
after your first year there,
after my first year playing.
you chose. You said I'm out of here.
Bob Hill wanted me to transfer with Jeff McMillan to
Okay.
USC. So it's like, in my mind, I'm not going to sit out all the way in California and sit out a year.
And you got to remember, at that time, it wasn't
you got to sit out
it
the
had
year.
to sit out
and
a
then
year.
you
Hell
play
yeah.
the next year.
Yeah,
And it was
man.
like,
Oh
Yeah.
man, that was
I just
brutal.
wasn't on the whole red shirt and thing, the whole sitting out.
Yeah.
That was just my attitude.
No,
I
no, I
wasn't
feel
doing
you.
it.
But
Jeff
rightfully
took-
so though,
Jeff
man.
took-
Like
Jeff,
No,
Jeff,
that was correct.
Jeff
Yeah, rightfully
McMillan
so,
from the
though.
Bronx, he took that and went to USC and killed.
Yes,
You
yeah.
get what I'm saying?
But he said,
and
I
I'm gonna tell you how.
Yeah, not
ill
that
shit
it
is.
didn't work out,
Watch
it
this.
wouldn't
I
work
wound
out,
up
but-
meeting back up with the nigga. It's so ill how shit is. Watch this. So instead of me leaving, when I told Bob Hill, nah, I'd rather enter the draft, bro. I take my chances. He like, I'll write the letter for you. I mean, it's to Stu Jackson. I'll never forget the name, nigga, at that time. He wrote the letter to Stu. This is why I'm telling this story about him, man. Yo, bro. Yo, you telling me if I don't get no agent and I don't go to no camp, you telling me that I'm supposed to know at 18 years old to reinstate myself back into college?
Oh, he didn't put you on into doing that.
I mean, he put me on to writing the Stu Jackson, nigga. Why would he put me on to
Word.
something like that? Like, if you don't get an agent,
gang,
You could come
I mean,
back.
if this is my coach and he's inspiring me to go
Right.
to the league and go take my chances, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, you would think that he would give me some insight on if things don't work out, right?
Just game entirely.
Something at
no,
least
that's a
of.
fact. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
It's more than coaching basketball.
Like I said, I've always saved all of this to make sure that I've told it one day.
No, that's
I lost all 3 years of my eligibility at college.
just sitting.
All 3 years of my eligibility in college I lost because I entered the draft. Look, didn't go to a camp, didn't get an agent, but didn't know that I could reinstate myself back into college.
And you just, yo, that's
So I
crazy.
lost it. You get what I'm saying? So I try to go. I got some people, help me out. Tippy, always still around in basketball. They helped me. Him and a guy by the name of Anwar, David Anwar in Philly. They helped me get an opportunity in Arkansas. I went to University of Arkansas, Fort Smith. But that's under the national scale. So
What was that? Junior college?
That's the National Junior College Association. So it was still under a national scale where
From where you coming from?
where I'm coming from.
Right,
So
right.
Sure.
they tried to fight it in court in Arkansas, but they still ain't let me play. So I was able to go there and go to school,
Right.
get my grades, work out, get my body in shape
Right,
and all
right,
that,
right.
but I
Not
wasn't able to
perform.
play.
Yeah, not
Damn.
You
perform.
know what I'm saying? So from there, like I said, people helped me out. Cali.
Oh, you went out to
I
Cali.
wound up going to California with Jeff is at. Not exactly where he at,
Right.
but Riverside, University of Riverside.
Right, right,
RCC,
right.
Riverside Community College. I
Was
wound up
you were able to play there?
because California has their own state rules.
Right.
Yeah, they
and
do.
no, it's
Yeah, they
it's,
do.
it's also a whole nother
Tony
league
Keys,
than
it was niggas in there
NCAA.
that's-
It's
you
like
could
a
be- you could be
CCA
24
or some shit
years
like
old.
It's
that.
different. Like you said, they got they got their own rules.
They
It's
have-
Yeah.
different. It's
they have
different
their
from-
own rules.
You know how
to
we
where-
got NCAA.
You know what I mean?
California huge. Like
it's,
so,
it's,
yeah.
It's like
they-
CAA or something like that. They California's like different from out here. Oh, okay. So you was able to play.
I got a chance to go play, bro. And when I tell you, I got a band up there. See, in my life, niggas can't take that away from me. I got a band up in high school at Bronx Regional.
Right.
And I got a band up in junior college at RCC.
That's big.
Orange and
What up, though? What up, though? I love y'all too. I love y'all too. Y'all know this shit. Sing with me. Sing with me. I was always this hard, nigga. My heart still. Couple thousand till I hit a milli. Play the block still. Shit illy when the pot spill. See me moving through the city, shit gritty, but we out chill. Don't smile cause ain't a damn thing funny. And fuck what you heard, everybody change for money. Never been a dummy, nor did what the dummies do. I win either way, nigga. Copy cool.